Hello Slaters, did you all find the way to this video? Slaters, I'm sure you all know what I'm hinting to. Yes, from this session, we are going to learn about maps and directions. So let's find our way towards learning. Slaters, we know that understanding maps and directions is very important. For example, if you are visiting an unknown place, then having a map handy can help you in reaching various places. However, it is also important to have a basic understanding on reading the map and knowing the directions. From our third lesson, we will learn about maps and directions. Slaters, please turn to page number 79. Ready? Now let's look into the Get Set Go exercise given at the start of the lesson. Let's read. Follow these instructions and help Meena to reach Nusrat's house. As you go on the journey with Meena, look around and fill in the blanks. Now Slaters, look at the picture given below and then fill in the blanks. Meena started from her house and turned left. She stopped at the dash to buy some cakes for Nusrat's mother. So Slaters, in the picture below, you can see a map. It shows Meena's house and Nusrat's house. In between there are several buildings. Now when Meena starts from her home and takes a left, what do you see? A place where you get cakes and pastries. What is it? Correct, a bakery. So write bakery in the first blank. Now let's read further. Then she turned left and then to the right. She saw a beautiful dash and decided to sit down there for a while. So Slaters, from the bakery, Meena turned left and then took a right. So what do you see there? Correct, a park. So write park in the blank. Let's read the last sentence of the paragraph. Then she walked straight down the road on the other side of the park to reach dash. So Slaters, what do you see on the other side of the park? Correct, it's Meena's destination. Destination means the place where you want to go. That is Nusrat's house. Well done, Slaters. Now let's read the lesson. What is a map? The drawing of an area that shows the location of different places in that area is called a map. Maps of smaller places such as your house or school are known as plans. Maps give us the outline of a place. They tell us the directions too. So Slaters, you all must have heard about treasure maps, isn't it? It is a drawing which shows you where you can find the treasure. Map is a symbolical representation of a specific place. It provides information of the world in a very simple and visual manner. It shows us about the shape of the country, location of places, distance between these places, and various directions of finding different places. Slaters, do you know the people who make maps are called cartographers? They create maps for various purposes. Maps use symbols to show several features. They help us in finding several locations in an unknown place. Our houses, schools, and big buildings also have a map. However, these maps are called plans. Slaters, do you all know there is a special book which contains different types of maps of different places? Do you know what it is called? Correct, an atlas. Atlas is a book which contains maps of the world. Now Slaters, unlike world maps, the maps of our homes are called plans because they show the floor plan of each room. Now as you can see in your textbook, there is a picture of a house plan. Here it shows the location of different rooms in the building space. This plan also shows the directions. You can also see a small compass shown in the bottom for knowing the directions too. Now Slater's directions are used to determine where things are located in relation to other things. We use many general directions like go left from the bakery or go right from the temple or move forward or go backward, isn't it? But when we give geographical location of a place, the directions are specific. There are 4 cardinal directions: north, east, south and west. Cardinal means important. So there are 4 important directions. Let's read further about directions from the textbook. Directions. Every morning Piku and her grandmother go to the courtyard to watch the sunrise. They stand facing the east and watch the rising sun. Piku knows that the sun rises in the east. If she stands facing to the rising sun, east is in front of her and west lies behind her. North is to her left and south is to her right. There are 4 main directions: east, west, north and south. The room which gets the first rays of the sun would be the eastern part of your house. You can now find out which room of the house lies in the west, north and south. Slaters, underline the word directions. D-I-R-E-C-T-I-O-N-S. Directions. Also underline the different directions: east, west, north and south. So Slaters, in the above paragraph, we read about Piku and her grandmother. Both see the sunrise in their courtyard. Slaters, we know that sun rises every day, but it always rises from one direction, and that is east. When you locate the east direction, you can easily locate the other directions too. Slaters, if you want to locate the directions, all you need to do is wake up early in the morning and check where the sun is rising from. Now you have located the east direction. We know that west direction is opposite to the east direction. So if you are facing east, then your back will be to the west. Now open up your hands as if you are trying to give someone a big hug. Your right hand is pointing towards the south direction and the left hand is pointing towards the north direction. Wow, this is such an easy way to locate all 4 directions, isn't it? Now Slaters, in earlier times when compass rose was not invented, people used to find directions on the basis of sunrise and position of the polar star. The North Star or the Pole Star, also known as Polaris, is located at the North Pole. This means no matter where you are on the earth, if you are facing towards the Polaris, you are facing to the north. Finding Polaris was one of the most incredible way of navigating during night time. As the time passed, people started using the compass rose or the wind rose. Compass rose is an instrument which displays the cardinal directions. The word rose comes from its appearance as it resembles the petals of a rose. The compass rose always points to the north direction. Let's read the Did You Know section to understand more on this. Did you know? Sailors use an instrument called the compass to find directions when they are sailing. The compass has a needle that always points to the north. They find the other directions once they know where north is. So Slater's compass rose was used in earlier times by sailors to find directions. Once they located the north direction, other directions were easy to locate too. Compass rose is also a useful tool for many wildlife explorers who wander around the world in different forests. Slaters, you all can also find the eastern part of your house by checking on the room which receives the first rays of sunlight. This method can also be used for mapping your own neighborhood. Let's read more about this from the textbook. Our neighborhood. The area where we live and the places around it is our neighborhood. Usually, there is a park, a school, a post office, a hospital, a market, and a police station in every neighborhood. Slaters underline the word neighborhood. NEIGHBOURHOOD, neighborhood. So Slaters, with the help of these cardinal directions, we can map our own neighborhood. Neighborhood comprises of people who live around our home and also the common public places like hospitals, railway stations, bus stations, schools, parks and markets. Now Slaters, there is a mapping activity given on page number 81. I would like you all to try it once. You can discuss this activity with your EVS teachers during the GMeet sessions. So Slaters, with this we end our third lesson. I hope you all enjoyed learning about maps and directions. I would like you all to learn the important cardinal directions and the ways to find them. I will meet you in the next session. Till then, keep learning. Thank you.